This is New Hampshire Track and Field, powered by Runners Alley, sponsored by Marathon Sports, as well as Arthur Thomas Properties. How are everybody here at Phillips Exeter Academy in the wonderful Thompson Fieldhouse.
This place is unbelievable.
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
it? It's better than most colleges.
I actually haven't been here since I ran here in high school, so
oh, really?
it's amazing to see again.
I ran here
sure.
in high school, and it was like this dungeon, and it was dirt and basically square corners. I'm not kidding you. It was unbelievable.
No kidding.
You know, and it had a track up above. Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
But now you look at this. This is unbelievable. So in this 4x800, we got Pinkerton, Go Brown, Portsmouth, Merrimack, Nashua North, and Phillips Exeter.
So here we go. We're off. Start of the girls 4x8.
Nice to be back on a 200-meter track again. Phillips Exeter with actually Nashua North right now taking the early lead over Portsmouth.
Yeah, again, we're not entirely sure order-wise, but kind of go off of teams for now. So Nashua North and Pinkerton are 1 and 2, not too far behind. Looks to be Portsmouth and Phillips Exeter. Phillips Exeter coming in not with a time. So first leg.
Pinkerton's starting to open it up a little bit.
Boys, 4x800 meter relay. Come on before you take immediately.
Yeah, so again, Pinkerton comes in with a sub-10 time. I'm not sure if they're running their ace squad today. I don't know if that's what it looks like to you. See, coming through 600 was through 158 for Pinkerton. Coming down, final straightaway is going to be Pinkerton. Pretty big lead here, about 2:34.
So they get about a 6-second lead on Phillips Exeter. Nothing wrong with the 2:34. That's about 10:16.
No, definitely.
She's definitely opening it up a big lead now.
You can see that's where the chase pack is. There. Pinkerton's already coming down the straightaway. So going to the next turn, 3 laps to go for the second leg. Portsmouth and Phillips Exeter 2 and 3, followed by Merrimack and Nashua North, then Co Brown.
That split on her was 36 seconds. Ooh. So.
Yeah, so this team is moving pretty well. Again, coming in 9:52.
Gap looks like it's starting to close up a little bit, though.
Yeah, Portsmouth and Phillips Exeter are starting to close it. Yeah, she's slowing up a little bit, but not too much. 2 to go.
75 seconds on that split for her.
Yeah, so Pinkerton's still moving pretty well.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's a 2:30 pace.
I believe it was Exeter just recently that they just ran a sub 10-minute 4x8
Oh, that's a
just
good
this
one.
past week. Yeah.
Yep. She looks strong, though.
Yeah, really strong. Gap still closing. Portsmouth is having a really good second leg. Pulled away from Phillips Exeter. Merrimack getting right back in it, making a pass.
This is the one event, though, that if you're not really deep in distance events when you're in the state meet, it's like, do you use these guys up?
Yep.
Or, you know, I always feel like a relay could almost be, I wish it was kind of weighted a little bit differently in a way. My personal preference, instead of being 10 points, maybe making it 12 points or something like that.
Wait just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Get some more investment put in
Right.
it. No, because you always see a lot of teams when they have those really good athletes distance-wise, they take them out.
Right.
Because they try to spread them out into those individual
Spread them out,
events.
and then you don't get that great 4x800
No.
time. And I just think if you could weight it maybe 12 or 15 points instead of 10 points, it's an idea.
Yeah, I mean, 4x8's one of those unique events where you don't see it a lot.
Yeah.
Just see it in.
No, you don't. But you're giving up a lot. You're giving up, you know, 4 800-meter runners that could be a 600, 1,000, or 1,500.
Yep. So
You know?
there is a lot of investment in it. So, especially for those teams that don't have that depth.
Right. And I don't care if you go across the board, making your relays worth a little bit more. Makes it a little bit more exciting.
Yeah.
Also for the, in the end with the 4x400. But it's like, it's like in placing the 4x200 and the 400, where do you place it? It's almost like the 600 and 1,000 being so close together. It's like you got to have room for, you know, no one's going to be happy
Right. Exactly.
where you place it.
Yep. So Portsmouth still closing the gap on Pinkerton. Doesn't look like it's widened a lot.
I guess it's as right as it should be under the circumstances. It's nice. I also like having the 3,000 being before the 1,500. I like finishing off with the 1,500.
Yep.
And having the 3,000 in the
Yeah.
beginning, as opposed to in the spring where it's the opposite way around.
Yep, where you have the
mile first.
the mile first, and
1,600.
then the
3,200.
3,200.
Yep.
Yep. I think I just heard 159 through 600 for
Yeah.
their third leg, so that's looking pretty good.
Yep.
So Pinkerton's definitely going to be challenging that top spot in the 4x8 in the state. Again, just mentioned, I think Exeter just ran 9:52 this past week.
Yeah, Exeter's always good at the relay events. They always seem to put together good relays. And Exeter's a young team.
Yep, they have a lot of up-and-coming runners that definitely make them a huge threat.
So probably
in
some
the,
more
state
championships in the
yep.
future.
Oh, yeah.
They're definitely a top 4 team this year. But
Oh, no doubt.
That top, you know, Bedford's going to get a lot of points from 2 people.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just covered Makita Berry and Annika Scott and what they did this past week, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Makita Berry just ran 135 in the 600. That's unbelievable. She's top in the state by 7 seconds.
Yeah, she's unbelievable runner.
So here we go, still Pinkerton in the lead, still has kept the lead away from North. Portsmouth.
Tell you what, Portsmouth looks pretty
Yeah,
strong,
no,
though.
she does. Yeah, they look like they're locked in, trying to close in.
It's a lot of distance to make up.
There is, but again, 800 is
You got
one of
room.
those instances where you have a little bit of room
Yeah.
to make up some ground, especially if you're a strong anchor leg.
Right.
But
You know, if the kid in front of you is only a 230 and you're a 222, that can make it up really quick.
But my thing is, if you're in the lead, you're the most relaxed because you have the most control.
Right.
So if you had somebody that worked up to you, they actually use more energy than you have trying to maintain. So
National North's in this now.
yeah, North.
It's only a 4.5 second lead right now.
Yeah, so Pinkerton coming around that corner.
Merrimack's right there now.
Yep. So North and Merrimack just make their way up towards Portsmouth. I think Merrimack is closing in on the shoulder of Portsmouth.
And you don't know how this relay was put together. Was it front loaded?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we saw, again, a 2:34. It's been hard to keep up with splits since then.
Three-second lead.
Yeah. We can actually probably see the last split for the anchor leg. But, yeah, it looks like Pinkerton's going to come away with this. Let's see. They'll definitely get under 10:30, it looks like.
Held her off. Nice.
Yep.
Good
To
job.
the line. So Pinkerton finishes, then Nashua North. North battled back hard.
They did.
They were all the way in third or fourth.
Strong last leg.
So wait and see for the unofficial time. There we go. Pinkerton 10:28.56. North 10:31.09. Portsmouth 10:35.11. Merrimack 10:36.20. Co-Brown 10:54.37. Phillips Exeter 10:56.51. As we move right along to the boys 4x8. We also have girls high jump, boys long jump, girls shot, and going on right now. Right now, the girls' high jump bar is set to 4'5". Boys long jump, Luke Piers of North is leading the way with a over 20-foot jump. I believe that might make him the 7th man over 20 feet.
Wow.
I think. I don't think he's cleared 20 feet yet for long jump.
Huh. That's a good one.
I think that's a new name that I haven't seen on that list. Because I've been keeping track of that week to week. I don't remember seeing Luke Peters. Yeah. I could be wrong, but
Right.
I looked at that list a few times over the last couple of weeks.
So
and it
7
keeps,
of them with
keeps
20
growing.
feet.
Yeah. In D1 specifically,
Yeah.
there's 12 in total in the state right now for the boys
good
long
long
jump.
jumpers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a pretty tough field. But looking over back to 4x8, Nashua North leading the way. Pretty tight battle in that chase. Looks to be Exeter right at the front of that chase.
So in this heat, we got Phillips Exeter coming in with a seed of 8:20. Then you got Portsmouth with an 8:48, London 8:54, Londonderry, Merrimack with a 9:01, Exeter with a 9:03, Co-Brown with a 9:19, Nashua North 9:38, and Newmarket with a 9:39. So
Got North out front.
Welcome, Davio. Over there on our camera for us today.
I thought that was a ghost at
I
first.
know.
Where is he coming
Didn't know
from?
where it's coming from. Yeah, he's across the way. We can see him. Right, so it looks like it's going to be North and Exeter 1 and 2 up front. I believe that's Exeter anyway. Nope, that's actually Merrimack. They're going to be passing up front. Merrimack's had a pretty decent middle distance crew all throughout the years, for sure.
Historically,
guys.
they've had some good ones over the
Oh,
years.
yeah. Now, Dover's seen them in a couple of 4x8s in my time.
I think Merrimack may have the state record indoors.
For the 4x8?
4x8, I'm thinking.
They might.
I think
you
it is.
might
I
be
think
right.
Dan Hawken was on that one.
Yeah. So 209 first leg. So it'll be tough to get that 820 off of 209, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
Depends on how your runners are on the next 3 legs. But I mean, if you see that pack right there, they're all together. Still got Merrimack way up the front. Phillips Exeter is chasing them down. Yep, so that first split was 2:08.88. Yep, Phillips Exeter's now hopped up on the shoulder. Co Brown in third.
Phillips Exeter's in second right now.
Yep. Yeah, so Phillips Exeter's just kind of sitting there right on Merrimack.
Race is starting to tighten back up now.
Yeah.
See the pack all coming back together.
Nope, yep, Co Brown's right there. I think it's Plowman for Co Brown. The more I do this, the more I'm starting to recognize faces as we go. But Phillips Exeter moves up to the front. Co Brown starting to move with them, as well as Londonderry. So Phillips Exeter's got about maybe 10 meters on Co Brown. Londonderry right on the shoulder of Co Brown. Moving now ahead. So through that handoff, see if we can try to get a split here. So about 2:14 for that second leg of Phillips Exeter. So field is now starting to come into lap traffic with Newmarket. Still a pretty tight pack up front. Newmarket's just latched onto the front leader as they've been lapped, so might as well just use it. Oh, they're actually no longer lapped. So Phillips Exeter still in the lead, followed by Co Brown, Londonderry, then Merrimack. Then followed by North and Portsmouth, then Newmarket.
Tell you what, if you squint and you look at it and you say, geez, Newmarket actually looks pretty good. You know?
Definitely.
But
if you think about it, that's
some,
the back of it.
You got to have some imagination and in that kid's head, hey, I got to stay here at this point. You know, work it through.
Yep. I mean, yeah, you were just slapped, now you're not.
No, but he's
trying to stay there,
yeah. He's holding his own. Yep. But yeah, that's still anybody's race right there.
Yep, so Phillips Exeter dropped back to fourth. Co Brown and Londonderry now at the helm.
This will be interesting to see what Patrick Youngs can do here.
Yep. Haven't seen him run an 8 yet.
No.
So be interesting to see in his young career. Again, first season, so. He's a pretty great first season so far in this indoor season.
Very good.
Yeah.
He just ran at 4:39 the other night.
Yep.
So I think he could probably run a 2:06, 2:07, somewhere in that range.
Yeah. He's a pretty solid kick in him, so.
He doesn't give up. That's the one thing. Phillips Exeter kid looks pretty strong though.
Yep. So yeah, so I believe Merrimack and Phillips Exeter are now at the front, which is interesting because Londonderry and Co-Brown were the ones up front.
Right.
Merrimack and Phillips Exeter made a huge move on this leg. That last leg was a 2:12 for Co-Brown. So 2 flat would get them to 840 from Young's. Yep. Bell lap for Phillips Exeter. We're at 814. So definitely not seeing that 820, but
Yeah, but that kid's got some wheels. He's more.
yeah.
He's closer to a man than a kid right now.
Yeah.
He's
got a good build for the 8.
yeah, he's got the full package right there.
Yep. Really nice close. So he'll get under 31, 32 last split for Phillips Exeter. 204 anchor leg for Phillips Exeter. 846, 61. Londonderry 852, 13. That was a 210. Merrimack 210, 853, 89. Young's ran 214, 855, 53. Exeter coming in. We go 9, 10, 29.
All girls in the hurdles, please report to the starting line at this time. All girls in the hurdles, please report to the starting line.
I think we'll have 3 teams still out, Portsmouth, then North, then Newmarket. The rest of the schedule is as follows. We'll have the hurdles prelims, followed by the finals, girls then boys. Just a quick few minutes between the prelims and finals as usual that we've had all season. Then we'll go into the dash boys, girls and boys, then the 1K. Pause here. So Portsmouth finishes 9:35.75, North 9:42.12. That'll conclude the boys 4x8. So then move on to the 1K, 600, 300, 1500, 4x4, and 4x2. No 3K today as we replaced it with the 4x8s. Give teams the chance to get a little qualifying time in there.
Yeah, that's nice.
So yeah, nice little relay action to start the day.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Get underway now, moving down to the front straight with the hurdles. Let's get those set up. We'll have 2 heats. We have 14 girls entered. So we'll have 2 heats of 7. So first heat, we're going to have Norris of Exeter, Labatt of Keene, McVicker of Exeter, Brown of North, Robinson of Pinkerton, Robb of Newmarket, and Bancroft of Portsmouth. Brown having the
She's having a good
favor
season.
lead.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's had a really solid season in the hurdles. And her teammate Thomas have been kind of the go-to for those relays as well,
Yep.
4x4 and 4x2. So
They got that covered off pretty good.
yeah, and I've seen them usually both of them being in both 4x4 and 4x2. So see if that's what they decide to do for today as well.
Tiana Brown comes in with a 8.90.
First 2 stories on my Instagram
Mavica and Robinson come in with 946s.
Just taking a quick look over at field events while we wait for start. I think, actually, we might have our starters ready. I believe they've been given the starting command. So here we go, Brown leading the way. Brown easily taking that one. So Brown 8.80, Robinson 9.39, McVicker 9.51, Rob 9.95, Labatt 10.01, Bancroft 10.19, and Norris 10.48.
Heat 2, we got postage of Exeter, Castor of Keene, Grote of Winnicott, Sherlin of Co-Brown, Wheel of Pinkerton, Flynn of Portsmouth, and Collier of Merrimack. Sherlin comes in with an 8.98. She's only a sophomore out of Co-Brown. Pretty good one, 8.98 for sophomore.
Yeah. Ball time is going to be 10.48 after out of that first heat. And we're off with this one. Looks like Sherland already looking good here.
Well, she's going to be a good one right there.
Yeah. So Sherland takes that one. Sherland 9.02, Wheel 9.34, Flynn 9.54, Castor 9.80, Grote 9.81, Collier 9.82, and Postage 10.29. So that's the end of our girls' prelims. So we'll take a quick moment to get set up for the girls' finals. Oh, actually, wait, are we? No, we're gonna keep it here for the girls' finals. So here are our finals. Heat looks to be Castor of Keene, McVicker of Exeter, Wheel of Pinkerton, Brown of North, Sherland of Co-Brown, Robinson of Pinkerton, Flynn of Portsmouth, and Grote of Winnicott.
Castor from Keene in 1, McViver from Exeter in 2, Wheel from Pinkerton in 3, Brown North in 4, Sherland.
Taking a quick check back over to field events. We have a couple who have cleared 4-7 now in the girls' high jump.
Those are the finalists for the girls' hurdles.
Luca Cable is leading the way with a jump of 20 feet, 1.5 inches in the long jump. He was the sixth man to get into the 20 feet
All girls and
mark
boys
for
in
long
the
jump.
dash can report to the twerking area. All girls and boys in the dash.
Should be a good battle, though, right here between Brown and Sherland.
Yeah. No, it would definitely be good. I'm pretty sure Brown will kind of edge her out slightly, but Sherlin's been really good all season.
No, she's
sure.
for a sophomore. She looks real good.
Yeah.
Real strong. Good form. Got to run through the finish though, a little bit harder.
Yeah.
That's all I noticed on that last one. But that's just in the preliminary. So
Yeah, prelim if she felt she had it in the bag.
Yep.
She's not going to take too much effort to go over, so we saw that 9.02. Not the fastest she's run, but probably
Yep.
saving a little bit to
see what
face
she's
off with
got.
Brown. Yep. But yeah, officially Peters is the 7th man in D1 to go over 20 feet in the long
Wow.
jump. So Luca Cable was the 6th man to do it
So that's
last week.
that's a record from my era. Ron
Oh, yeah?
Content, 24 feet, I think 3 inches. Yeah, Manchester Central, my junior year in high school.
That's a pretty good record.
Yeah,
That's
that
pretty
stood,
good.
Stood the time. He had the 100-meter record. He had I bet when he left, he probably had 4 or 5 records. The triple jump. He was just an absolute stud. So I think that might be the last one he's got.
We're off here. Brown looks to be ahead of Sherland. Yep, she'll get it. Sherland just
Hurdles
able to get second.
2 black lines. Hurdles go to the black lines, and they come up 2
Wow.
So Brown wins at 8.68. Sherland just under 9. 8.99. Robinson 9.06. Flynn 9.25. McVicker 9.40. Wheel 9.46. Castor 9.71. And Grote 9.73.
So now that puts Brown in third ranked in Division I. Only her teammate Thomas and Annika Scott in front of her. National North's going to be gathering a lot of points from those two.
Davio, you can see that on the screen. Okay, just FYI.
Sorry, it's doing facial autofocus. So it,
Is that why it was blurry?
it keeps focusing on the pictures of the people on the back wall.
We were just talking about that earlier.
As long as it doesn't focus in on you, it's all we care about. No one wants to see that mug.
So we'll get that quickly fixed. So
Yeah, it also
We can
likes
get-
people walking by a lot.
oh yeah. Just got a quick view of Tim on the corner cam. So we got the starting command. For the boys' trials, we have O'Neill of Co-Brown, Wandel of Summersworth, Danando of North, Lee of Co-Brown, Jameson of Winnicunnet, Harwich of Phillips Exeter, and Simpson of Portsmouth. Whew, tight race up top. I believe it's going to be Lee of Co-Brown. And Lee will take it 8.14. Jameson 8.21. Danino 8.30. Harwich 9.39. Wandel 9.52. O'Neill 10.47. And Simpson 12.30.
So earlier I was wrong, but Merrimack does have that 4x800 record. But Hawken was on the 4x400.
What was that time for that 4x8 indoor?
8:01. And then they also have the 4x400, which Hawken is on that one.
Oh, okay.
3:27. I knew he was on one of those, but Merrimack holds both of those.
327 is pretty legit.
Yeah. 10 years apart, and they got the 800 and 400.
Yeah.
So not too
Yeah,
bad
so
for
pretty
them.
good crew for middle distance and long sprints for Merrimack.
Yep.
So moving right along to the next heat of the boys' trials for the hurdles. There's only 2 heats. Bubble time's now 12.3. Sullivan of North, Gruzabowski of Co-Brown, Kelly of Portsmouth, Crowell of Keene, Sadino Glue of Phillips Exeter, and Gonzalez of North. Kelly is one of those long jumpers that are over 20 feet in the state.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty good athlete.
So pretty good all around. It looks to be Keene going to be ahead,
Wow.
followed by Portsmouth and Co Brown. So Crowell is going to take it 7.96, Kelly 8.08. I believe actually Crowell's time I think might be the third one under 8 in D1. Well, third one under 8 for the boys anyway. You have
Yep.
also Scott, who's also under 8 for the girls.
Yeah.
So
Colby Creer's leading the way from Pelham. 7.62, I think.
yep, I think so.
The Morrison's tough, though, huh?
Morrison is tough, yeah. Just I think he was at 7.76 for D1 right now. So I forget what Annika Scott's time is, but she's well under 8 right now.
Yeah, I think it's around 7.8 something.
Yep.
Yep. She's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She's in a different world.
I mean, again, the fact that you only have so many boys under 8 and she's right there with them on the boys' side is just incredible. So that was the final heat of the boys' prelims for the hurdles. We're going to call out now our finals heat. So Grzybowski of Co Brown, Jameson of Winnicunnet, Sahinoglu of Phillips Exeter, Crowell of Keene, Kelly of Portsmouth, Lee of Co Brown, Danino of North, and Harwich of Phillips Exeter.
Yeah, so right now Annika Scott sits at 7.88.
Whew. Yeah, that's legit.
She's making a mockery of her. Right
Yeah.
now. She's almost a second ahead of Janelle Thomas.
I know.
Janelle Thomas
And Jonna Thomas is
a stud.
a great
Yeah, she's unbelievable.
hurdler too.
Yeah.
I mean, she's blown everybody out of the waters that she's raced.
I think in
Well, besides Scott, but I mean, when she's on her own,
right.
Thomas.
Put him in a
is-
300 hurdle, might be a different ball
Yep.
game.
Oh yeah,
Janelle's pretty damn
Janelle's
good.
is definitely a stronger runner at long sprints, I think. But Scott has a pretty solid 300
Oh,
under
yeah.
her too.
Yeah.
42.1, I think.
Yep.
42.4. I can't remember. It's definitely under 42.5.
Yeah,
Here we go.
This is a good crew of hurdlers. here.
Yeah, white flag is up for this hurdle final. Again, Crowell getting under that 8-second mark. Third one under for D1.
Yeah, he's only a junior, so he's
Yeah.
still got another year left.
Yep, he'll be the third one under 8 seconds. So that'll put him in third. He moved up 2 spots already just from the prelim. We'll see how far under he can get in the final. We're off. Clean start. Crowell and Kelly look to be neck and neck, but Phillips Exeter's
They're going to go to the infield. About 4 or 5 feet in from the end of the track. If you could.
So that's going to be Sahinoglu, 7.82, Kelly 7.93, Crowell 8.01, Jameson 8.16, Lee 8.22, Grzybowski 8.27, Danino 8.38, and Harwich 9.43. So Kelly now under 8 seconds.
Yeah, he's moved right up
So now we have 4 runners in D1 now under 8, with Kelly's time just there. So Crowell's time will put him under 8 from the prelims. Kelly's from the final. So Kelly will stay in third. Crowell moves up to 4th in the standings. As we'll move right along, getting the hurdles off the track for the dash. So 5 heats for the girls' dash. And speaking of Thomas, she's in this first heat.
there. Yeah, she's got some wheels.
Yeah. Full Lorenzo of Phillips Exeter in 1, Hawks of Co-Brown in 2, Ugbala of Phillips Exeter in 3, Thomas of North in 4, McNulty of Pinkerton in 5, Manning of Co-Brown in 6, Benochi of Phillips Exeter in 7, and Yount of Newmarket in 8. Yeah, Thomas comes in with a 7.48. So already given starting command for the girls' dash. First heat. And we're off here. Thomas already to a strong lead. Thomas 7.37 already
Wow.
moving up in the standings. McNulty 7.75, Manning 7.79, Hawks 7.86, Ugbala 7.97, Benochi 8 flat, Yount 8.32. Wow.
Janelle Thomas, 737. Hawks, that's the first time that she's ever been under 8.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about Manning, but
So it's pretty good heat right there.
Manning had been under. Yeah, that's big time right there. Nothing wrong with that. Fast track.
Yeah. So actually 7.37 breaks Ortiz Blanco's best time in the state. Ortiz Blanco just ran 7.38 last week. She just ran 7.37.
Yep.
Wow.
Stacking up, huh?
Yeah. No, nobody was under 7.4 till last week from Ortiz Blanco, so. Seeing some pretty good times for these final weeks leading up to the state championships. Second heat is off. Get a chance to name this heat through. There they go.
Many thanks for the excellent hurdle crew we just had. That was like record.
So Phillips Exeter's
Wow.
7.36.
It's going to be a great final.
Yeah. So Thomas has some good competition coming in right behind her. Fry 7.87, Robinson 7.91, Silva 7.94, Curry 8.15, Benavides 8.24, Perkins 8.25. Moving right along to the next heat. Wankwo of Phillips Exeter, Ethier of Keene, Amu of Merrimack, Brown of North coming back from the hurdles, George of Pinkerton, Goodwin of Maryland Cunnet, Sherman of Co-Brown also coming back from hurdles, and Bachhuber of Co-Brown. So hurdle finish returners.
You got to wait to get to that state record. That state record 7.14. Angela Johnson, 1989.
Wow. All right.
That's really good. 729 is a Division I record. So you're getting close to that.
Getting a little
You know what I
closer.
mean? So-
Still pretty far
Yeah.
in the sprints world, but not too far off.
No. But you're taking a 7.36 and a 7.37, put them together, we might see a sub 7.3.
Could see it. It's going to be Pinkerton.
$7.45. Braille, 7.45 out of Pinkerton. McGuire, 7.69. Carter of Portsmouth, 7.91. Galees of Londonderry, 7.99. Rob, 8.04 of Newmarket.
Realizing now I read off Heat 4 instead of Heat 3. That's what I did.
Shannon Elizabeth, Co-Brown, 8.12. And Aaron Exeter, 8.12. Yeah, that happens.
Okay, so now it's going to be the heat I had said prior. Monkwo, Ethier, Amu, Brown, George, Goodwin, Sherlin, and Bachhuber. So now we'll be seeing returners in from the hurdles. So bubble time here is 7:87.
Jeez.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
And we're off. Brown looking to be well in the lead for this heat. That's going to be followed by Sherland, I believe. Brown, 7:45. That's going to be George of Pinkerton, 7:66.
And they're putting some times up today.
Yeah, Goodwin, 7:91. Amu, 7:97. So Goodwin and Amu won't even be able to touch the bubble time. Sherland, 8:07. Ethier, 8:09. Wakwo, 8:17. Bachhuber, 8:25. Wow. Yeah, the fact that 7:91 won't even get
Doesn't
you
even
into the
get you.
finals. That's a competitive field.
This is going to be a great finals on the girls' side.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you have a 7.36, 7.37 going in.
You get some strong personalities there.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting to see what happens.
So in this final heat, Supakit of Newmarket, Coleman of Pinkerton, Kachukos of Co-Brown, McBride of Exeter, Milks of Portsmouth, Wright of Merrimack, and Kim of Phillips Exeter. Milks is back from last week.
Double Milks.
Yeah. Well, I actually only see one Milks in,
Only one
in the
so
55.
far.
Yeah, we only see one Milks. We're off. Final heat clean here. Right in the center there. Looks to be McBride. McBride, 7.56.
She's the only one that's going to make it out of there.
Yeah. Milks, 7.86. Coleman, 7.90. Kachuko, 7.95. Wright, 8.07. Kim, 8.15. And Supakit, 8.2.
One girl's coming out of that.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It's number one, yeah. Only the 7.56 is going to make it to finals. 7.86 doesn't cut it because the bubble time was 7.75.
And going into this, 7.56 would have been the fifth fastest time in the state.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
That's unbelievable. Wow. All right, we're moving right along. We've got the boys 55- trials, 4 heats. Burton Zeddy of Phillips Exeter, Batstone of Exeter, Perry of North, Morrison of Pinkerton, Lee of Co-Brown, Palma of Londonderry, and Brault of Phillips Exeter.
Perry and Morrison are the second and third fastest guys in the state right now. Morrison actually is.
Wow. Yeah, that's going to easily be taken up by Morrison. 6.56 for Morrison. Perry, 6.81. Batstone, 6.88. Lee, 6.95. Palma, 7.02. Burton Zeddy, 7.28. Brault, 7.33.
I got Perry's mixed up. Marcel Perry of South
Yep.
is actually the second fastest guy to say that. I got those names mixed up.
Yeah, Perry had a really solid time last week, moving up to that second spot. So this next heat, we have Mannix of Exeter, Michaud of Pinkerton, Musselman of Phillips Exeter, Cable of Merrimack, Hannah of Pinkerton, and Vieira McCarthy of Phillips Exeter.
So Morrison moves up to number 2 in the state now. That's 6.56.
Yep, right behind Flan there.
Yeah,
He had a
Flan.
solid time last week at UNH.
Tell you, he's chasing a legend,
Yeah.
Dominique Worsley,
Yep.
who's got a lot of state records.
Yeah, so that's the second time under 6.6 for Morrison. Yeah, that 6.53 was actually from the trials. Flan didn't even run that in the final. He ran 6.54 in the final.
Yeah. that kid's fast.
Yeah.
He's only a junior.
Yep. So he's got another year under him. He's already running under 6'6".
Anyone in the 1K who has not checked in can come check in now.
And we're up 5 runners this second heat.
This is tight.
Woo.
Phillips Exeter looks like.
Yeah. Looks to be out with the lean. We'll see what the final result is. This might take a second. It'll be, yep, Muscleman of Phillips Exeter, followed by Cable, 677. Muscleman 673. And it's going to be pretty tight after that. Probably take a second. There we go. Michaud at 6'8", Hannah 6'8". Vieira McCarthy 7'18". Third heat.
Heat 3, we got Roberts of Pinkerton, Parker of Pinkerton, Peters of North, Genados of Winnicott, Newick of Co-Brown, and Reese of Phillips Exeter. Peters comes in with a 675.
Janelis has also had a pretty good season too. He's the number 1 300 D1.
Yeah, he's a good.
36.4. And also Peters coming in. He became that 7th athlete of over 20 feet in D1. So he's running the 55 here. We're off. Clean start for the third heat.
Looks like Peters.
Good day for him. So Peters is going to take it 6'6'9", Parker 6'7'8", Newick 6'8'1", Janetto 6'8'4", Robert 6'9'3". Fourth and final heat coming up.
We got Guaracino of Portsmouth, Kirsten Gillier of Exeter, Massahus, Londonderry, Warner of Phillips Exeter, Moore of Phillips Exeter, and Robinson of Pinkerton. Massahus comes in with 677.
6'8'4" is now the bubble time
Bubble,
for this final heat. And I thought before 7-0 was a tough bubble time. It's 6'8" now. Waiting for the starting command. After this heat, we'll have the girls' final dash finals. So we'll give that heat up after this. Clean start once again. Final dash heat here.
Massahus. Don't take that one.
Masaos, 676. So he'll get into the final. Nobody else will. Kirsten Goulier, 6'8'9". Warner, 6'9'0". Guaracino, 6'9'8". Robinson, 7'02". And Moore, 7'07". Imagine that. You have 3 other guys running under 7. They won't get in.
Don't even get in.
They won't even get in.
No parting prizes, nothing.
No, they won't even touch the final.
Nothing for you.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if you're running under 7. So here we are, the girls' dash final heat. McGuire, Phillips Exeter, McBride of Exeter, Brown of North, Phipps of Phillips Exeter, Thomas of North, Brayall of Pinkerton, George of Pinkerton, and McNulty of Pinkerton. Wow, 3 Pinkerton in this heat.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Phipps and Thomas. But
That's a battle.
yeah, Tiana Brown just not far off, though.
No, she's not. I think she ran, what, 7.4 to get in here, but
Peters from North in 5. Maceos from Londonderry in 6. Parker from
yeah, she ran 7.45, but she's still in the mix right there. McBride's also pretty strong, too.
Yeah.
McBride ran the 7.56, just barely getting in.
This is going to be a good one right
Yeah.
here. It's going to be the race of the day right here.
I think so, after seeing
736
trials.
and 737 coming in.
Yep, so it's potential to see maybe under 7.35?
Someone's missing
Maybe.
here.
We do have somebody missing. Is that Phipps missing?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
That's too bad.
That is too bad.
Ugh, come
So
on.
now Thomas is going to pull away pretty early. Not by much, though.
That's too bad.
That is too bad.
720.
7:29.
Maybe that's why. She didn't want no part of that.
Nope.
7:29.
Wow.
Janelle Thomas.
Yep, and she didn't even have Phipps, who was the faster seed coming
Yeah.
in. 7.29 Brayall, 7.43. Man, she didn't look like she was that far ahead either.
No.
Wow. Brown 7.48, McBride 7.65, McGuire 7.71, George 7.73, and McNulty 7.79. Move right along to the boys' finals. This will be a good one too.
7:29. Just ripped it.
Curious to see what that will put her in the state. I think that
Oh, 7:29 is number one.
that's
in the state
definitely number
by far,
one.
by far. That's one of the all-time fastest.
yeah. Yeah, that puts her almost by a full 1/10 of a second, almost. So this boys' finals heat, we have Newick of Co-Brown, Cable of Merrimack, Musselman of Phillips Exeter, Morrison of Pinkerton, Peters of North, Masaos of Londonderry, Parker of Pinkerton, and Perry of North. Yeah, again, Ortiz Blanco getting under 7.4 was pretty good last week. Now Thomas getting under 7.3.
Yeah. I mean, right there. So that Angie Johnson record, that could be challenged. Now you're in the hunt.
Yeah.
At least the Division I record's right there.
Yep. What did you say the D1 record was for the girls?
I want to say 7.23 or something. I'll have to look it back up.
I don't know. I thought it was. I thought it might have been closer to what Thomas just ran.
I do too. It could be
Yeah.
7.29.
It could be. She might have just tied it up.
First and only call for the boys shot put. All competitors in the boys shot put. Check in at the shot put circle.
And we're good here with boys finals. Morrison leading the way early. It's going to be Morrison of Pinkerton to win the heat. See how much he wins by 6.46 for Morrison. Peters 6.69. Musselman 6.75. Cable 6.77.
Yeah, that would tie the Division I record.
Parker 6, so she just tied it all on her own.
Yep, 7.29.
Without any help. Wow. Yep. Parker 6.8, Masawa 6.81, Newick 6.87, Perry 6.89.
So she'll have a legit shot at that one.
That's a definitely race of the day at that point.
Yeah.
State record. She tied it up with it.
That record's your Julius Ortiz of Londonderry, 2015, 7.29.
Wow.
So like you say, you can't get division records at regular meets, but you can get state records.
Yep. Sure can. Morrison just surpassed Flan in the 55.
Saw that.
Yep.
He's
6.46.
Tell you what, he's not that far off that record now either.
No. So
That-
those records are.
That's Dominique Worsley. I want to say off the top of my head, 7.38 maybe.
I think.
7.3 something.
I don't. Yeah.
I gotta look that one up.
Moving right along to the back into some middle distance, we got the girls 1K, 2 heats. Lovett of Co-Brown, Reed of Phillips Exeter, DeBuono of Londonderry, Zagami of Exeter, Caravan of Co-Brown, Priya Phillip of Pinkerton, Johnson of Pinkerton, and Zadakis of Co-Brown. A little bit.
6.38 for Dominique Worsley, 2004. The Division I record 6.39.
Wow.
Yep.
So yeah, he's
right there.
Yep, closing in on it.
That's a big time record too.
Yeah.
Worsley's got the 300-meter record and the 55.
So right now, Lovett leading the way, followed by De Buono and Zagami. Actually, that looks to be Reed of Phillips Exeter in third. Coming through at about 39 high. Lovett seated 324 in this heat. So right now they're just kind of letting Lovett keep the pace. No position changes here. De Buono, then Reed, then Zagami. 122 through 400. Lovett's starting to pull away a little bit. Looking ahead at the heats, we have a pretty solid 1K with Eli Cross leading the way, 308.
Yeah, she's a tough sophomore.
Yep, she was part of that 4x8 Exeter just ran.
Yeah, she's good. They get a good team of young girls.
Yep.
It'll be a really tough cross-country team also.
Yeah, they challenged for that state championship.
Yep,
for
they
sure.
do.
What was it, 1 point? They're off it by 1 point,
Yeah,
I think, is
I'm
what
not
I
sure
heard.
what it was. Is that what it was this year?
I think that's what it was. I think they're
Yeah.
off by 1.
A tough one.
Yep.
And they didn't have Cross.
No, they didn't. They lost Cross and they were only down 1. So
Paterna pretty much carried them through
yeah.
that one.
No, Paterna's grown very well. So a bit of position change here. Reed's moved up to second, as well as having Caravan starting to move up ahead along with Zagami. .250 with 1 to go. So Reed now trying to move ahead of Lovett. She'll get around. So final straightaway. It's going to be Phillips Exeter's Reed, followed by Lovett of Co-Brown. So there we go. Reed, 329.41. Lovett, 330.02. Zagami, 330.95. Caravan, 331.61. De Buono, 336.01. Priya Phip, 341.23. Johnson, 342.09. And Zadakis, 350.33. Moving right along to the second heat. Again, Cross going to be our top seed at 308.
We got Knowlton of Pinkerton, Wilhelm of Exeter, Madden of Exeter, Houghton of Portsmouth, and Rourke, Phillips Exeter, DeLong of Londonderry, Kinson of Keene.
So yeah, this will be a good heat for the girls 1K.
Only one senior in here.
Wow. Yeah, really young,
Yeah.
fast 1K. That says a
Young
lot about
bloods.
the talent right there, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of young bloods. I like that. State's in good hands when you got young ones coming up.
This is the final call.
Always really nice to see.
Those in the 600, you're not checked in. Please come check in now.
Especially in distance. I feel like those times can drop so far in those distance events. Coming through a 34 for cross. But you also have Wilhelm, I believe, up there with her and Madden. So I think Exeter's 1, 2, and 3 right now.
Martin from Merrimack and O'Neill from Londonderry. Please check
So it's
into the
cross,
shot
then
put.
Madden, actually, 1 and 2.
O'Neill, Londonderry. Please check into the shot put.
Cross, Madden, then Wilhelm of Exeter. Knowlton is in 4th for Pinkerton.
See if Parker Knowlton can rally herself back up in there, because she's definitely let the lead get away from her.
Yeah, she definitely has.
Last week when we watched her, she looked really strong.
Yeah.
I mean, she had a good
She did.
race. Her second half was really good, so that's what I'm looking for again from her today.
Yep.
I don't know if she'll close this gap, but Exeter really purposely took it out. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, no, she is moving. Closing in on 800 meters, 200 go. Yeah, her last split was 37.6.
225.
Yep, here she
The
comes
half.
across. 225 through 800.
good one.
That's legit.
No doubt she's going to win this one.
No, absolutely no
9-second
doubt.
lead. The race is for second. Yeah, that's what happened. Knowlton let the race get away from her.
So here comes Cross. Barreling down. Almost under 3 minutes. 3:03.
Wow, that's a good one.
If you're entered in the 600, please report to the parking area at this time.
And there goes Knowlton.
In the 600.
Knowlton moved pretty well to get second. She was
Yeah.
in 4th for a bit.
Yep.
So she had a really strong kick.
All girls long jumpers.
Cross 3:02.91. I think there's only 2 people who have been under 3 minutes this season in the 1K.
I think Knowlton will regret not going out a little quicker.
Yeah.
Maybe get on to that.
She could have hopped
didn't-
on the
she
cross
didn't
a little bit
prove-
longer. Yeah.
She didn't improve on her time, but
No.
it would have been nice to get it on like 306, 307 range.
Yeah. Wilhelm 3:13.34. Madden 3:16.44. Houghton 3:19.17. DeLong 3:25.88. Kinson 3:26.63. And Rourke 3:27.72.
Hey, is that time? That can't be right. 308? Did she
I
just?
think 3:08, that was her seed time
Oh,
coming in.
okay.
I think the 3:08 is her
Good,
seed time. Yeah,
good.
yeah.
All right.
No, she just ran 3:02. Yeah, she just
That's
she
exactly
really,
what it was.
She really dropped that one for sure. So boys 1K, we've got Daigle of Pinkerton, Morton of Keene, Che of North, Froberg of Co-Brown, Boynton of Portsmouth, Hernandez of Londonderry, Gainey of Londonderry, Robinson of Merrimack, Rinaldi of Portsmouth, and Reddy of Phillips Exeter. I think Daigle had a pretty solid run at UNH last week. I remember seeing his name.
245.
Yeah.
That's not bad to be in the first heat with a 245.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Well, I guess first and only heat, really.
Yeah.
Going through
Oh, that's all
33.
And we only got one heat.
Yeah, we're
I was thinking it
we
was
got,
a slow heat.
we got spoiled with
Yeah, 'cause
with
last
2
week
heats
we
of
had-
the girls.
Last week we had 250
Yep.
was the slow heat
Yep.
time, which I thought was good. I was thinking 245, same thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, well, hopefully we'll see some improvement on it.
Yeah. No, I think we got spoiled last weekend just now with some pretty solid 1K.
I mean, we've seen some
But-
230s in here, 220,
Oh, yeah.
229s, 230s
Yeah,
in the past.
we've seen a lot of sub 240s in the last couple of weeks. It's been pretty legit for the
No,
1K.
on this track in the past.
Oh, yeah, no.
There's been some, I want to say 229 or 230 in here.
Oh, God, I wouldn't doubt
Yeah.
it. Wouldn't doubt it one for a second.
I think Grievous ran at 229
Yeah,
in the air.
that sounds about right. So Daigle's still leading the way.
Taylor and Curran, they had a couple
Yeah,
of here, like 230.
no,
and
Taylor and
232.
Curran were a pretty legit duo
Yep.
in the 1K, yeah. They've battled it out a couple of times.
I think Redmond might have had a 227 in here, or
I
229.
wouldn't be surprised if he did.
There's been some fast ones on this track.
Yeah. No, I feel like a lot of great times come off of this track. I feel like the competition in here.
But I'll tell you
Just
what,
gets elevated.
Phillips Exeter is good, but Plymouth State got some good times coming off that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing to sneeze at.
No.
I mean, you had double 227 there last year.
Yeah. No, I feel like that just gets elevated for sure, especially at the state meet
Yeah,
with that facility too. I feel like it's kind of a very familiar feel in here too.
Yep.
Similar feel with the 200-meter track. It's coming down, it'll be 247, so won't be able to improve that time, but pretty darn close. 247.05 for Daigle from start to finish. Shea, 249.47. Froberg, 249.75. Morton, 254.03. Robinson, 254.49. Hernandez, 254.68. Rinaldi, 254.83. Gainey, 255.96. Wow. 3 through 8. Pretty darn close to each other. It's a pretty tight 1K all around. As I believe we should be moving right along to the 600s. Going through here pretty quick. So we got 5 heats of the 600. So Califf of Co-Brown, Taylor of Merrimack, and Perry of Newmarket. We got the white flag from our timers as we are getting our first heat set. Again, top time right now in the state is 1:35 by Barry of Bedford.
It's an outstanding time right there.
Yeah. Again, I mentioned this earlier. She's number 1 by 7 seconds,
Yep. She was like
specifically in D1.
Gatorade Runner of the Year for cross country.
Yep, I did see that
Girls.
too. Yeah. No, and in her opening season too. That was her first season, right?
Be interested to see if she plays lacrosse or does spring track.
Yeah.
I think she already gave up soccer, but she can go anywhere she wants.
No, I mean with the time she's dropping right
all
now,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Imagine a college coach looking at her and her teammate. That would be a good package deal right there.
Yeah, Scott and
And Barry.
Barry. Whew.
Yeah.
That would be a solid pickup
Barry's
for
got
any school.
I mean, Barry's got another year though.
That's right. I forgot. She's only a junior.
She's a junior.
Wow. So first heat, it's gonna be Merrimack. It's gonna be that's Taylor coming in through in 36.4, followed by Califf and Perry. Number one time for this heat is 154. So 1 lap to go. It's sad not to hear any bell laps today.
Yeah, it's weird. It's also a little weird to have 3 kids in the heat, too.
Also true, but I feel like I haven't heard it all day, though.
Yeah.
Missing out on it.
I think in 600 you could definitely 1, 2, 3, 4. Why couldn't you use 5 here? Could you use 5?
Yeah, definitely could.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why you couldn't do that.
No, definitely not. I mean, just looking at the heats.
Taylor takes that in 157.60. Perry 159.82. Caleb Cobrown 201.81. Second heat we got LaChance of Exeter, Mayer of Exeter, Sherman of Londonderry, Tremblay of Exeter.
Yeah, I think they had that one extra girl, so they couldn't fit another.
That's why.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was trying to see if they had an extra runner in there that they couldn't fit into 3 heats, so that's what they had to do.
Oh, yeah, 6.
So you didn't have just one runner on her own.
Yep. Yeah, then we get the 6s. Yep.
Here we go. 4 runners in this one. Or actually, still another 3. I think we have 1 non-starter.
All boys in the 600. Please report to the starting line. All boys in the 600.
You could have went 4 and 4 though, right? Or is there only 3 in this one?
There's only 3 in this one again.
Yeah,
so you had somebody who didn't start, I think.
So then you could have gone
that's
6 and 6.
Sherman, Mayer, and LaChance. So it's going to be Londonderry leading the way. That's Sherman.
All boys in the 600 meter.
It went through
600 meter must
33.7, open it up.
be at the courting table immediately. All boys in the 600 must be in the courting area.
Coming up on 1 lap to go. There we go. There we get the bell. Coming around the final turn.
Shermanator.
Shermanator.
Is this strong?
So yeah, great finish. Under 150 for the Shermanator, as you say.
Yeah.
148.12 Maher or Mayer. 151.46 LaChance. 153.20. And now we have a full heat for the 600 now for the third heat.
We got Riccio of Exeter, Rosen of Phillips Exeter, Redmond of Newmarket, Ferris of Keene, Houston of Nashua North, and Parrott of Portsmouth. It's a good name, Magnolia. I like that one.
Yeah. Here we go. Third heat of the girls 600 underway.
Report to the starting line immediately. All boys in the 600, please report to the starting line now.
Pretty tight group in the back. All the way on the front from the outside. Looks to be Parrott. Really smooth cut in. Phillips Exeter's Rosen up front. Head of Exeter's Riccio. Also, give a quick mention that Ben Robinson for us is on social media right now for Instagram. So check out some of the content he's posting up here to give updates on the meet here. Want to check that out. Coming through with 2 laps to go, Rosen and Riccio. Riccio's trying to get back up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting coming off this corner, see if she can do it.
Kind of see if she can try a slingshot around. I don't know. It's going to be tough.
Rosen's battling
Yep.
her.
Rosen's looking pretty good. Riccio's definitely making a move up. But, oh, it's going to be close. I think Rosen will take it. Yeah. Riccio was able to get pretty darn close, though. Rosen, 147.35. Riccio, 147.50. Parrott, 148.14. Redmond, 149.61. Ferris, 151.78. And Houston, 155.50 as we go to the second to last heat.
This heat, we got Bariams of Portsmouth, Vinciguerra, Portsmouth, Blake of Pinkerton, Poteet, Exeter, Butler, Phillips, Exeter, Seymour, Phillips, Exeter.
Fourth heat is a go. Pinkerton already at the front. Looks to be, I believe it's Blake. But right on her inside is Vinciguerra. Going to challenge her up front. Vinciguerra is going to take over the lead. Going into the second lap. Crossing through at about 32. It's 31.6. Battle between Blake and Vinciguerra up at the top. So we have a pack of 4 battling up front. Blake in the lead, followed by Vinciguerra, then Poteet, then Barry Ames. Bell at 106 through 400.
Yeah, Blake's widening that lead.
Yeah, she's opened up a bit. So it's going to be a battle between, for second, for Vinciguerra and Poteet. So it's going to be Blake. 143.50. Vinciguerra, 145.35. Poteet, 145.67. Barry Ames, 152.48. Butler, 158.94. And this is going to be our fast heat.
We got Bremer of Exeter, Carson of Exeter, Raza of Pinkerton, Phillips Exeter, Bullock, Phillips Exeter, Nephew of Nashua North. 139 by Raza. I wonder if that's a silent R. You think it is? You think it's Zaza?
I don't know. I always go with Raza.
Yeah.
I always think it's a silent Z. I'd be surprised if it was a silent R.
Yeah. I don't know the rules for the R's.
No.
Hey, being from here, you don't use an R anyways.
I guess not.
Look in the car.
Get in the car.
It's funny, I go to like places like Montana and all these, and they look at me when I'm talking. They go, "What did he just say?" They love that New England accent.
Yeah. I feel like everybody does. I feel like. Right front, going through about 31.
Hey, that's why Gianna Phipps isn't in there. There she is. She's
Oh
running,
yeah,
she's
she's running the 6. Yeah, so she had to.
That's a pretty
save
good.
up.
It's a pretty good battle, though. She goes from the 55 to the
To the 6?
to the 600.
Yeah.
Same
That's
girl,
a pretty
right?
good range, I think. Yeah. Pretty sure it
Jana
is. Yeah.
Phipps, yeah.
Yep. 140.
That's probably why. She just probably wanted to get a nice, see how fast she was.
Yeah. Rod's having 139. I don't see that on Tiefers, so. So pretty good here.
All girls and boys in the 300 can report to the starting
Just went through
line at this
65
time. All boys and
for the
girls
4.
in the 300 report to the starting line.
I would have expected her to be in the 300, not the 600.
Yeah.
She's
No,
tough.
pretty good range. She's moving pretty well around.
She's, oh, what am I going to? I was like, I get it, the 55 to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all she needs. Yeah, she wins it right ahead of Raza. Phipps 141.04, Raza 141.25, Naveau
Pretty good range.
142.02. Yeah, that's a pretty solid time. Bremer 144.33, Bullock 145.03, and Karen 145.55. Karen also one of those 800 members for the 4x8. So yeah, so that time from Phipps would technically be second in the state. And Raza's gonna move right up top to second behind Barry, as well as Naveau. Naveau is actually gonna move up. Actually, no, she'll stay in third. Karen will move down.
Okay, heat one of the boys 600. We got Tejas West of Phillips Exeter, Kate Johnson of Portsmouth, and Christian Little of Merrimack.
Yep, so 4 heats for the boys 600. Clean cut in. West up front, followed by Little and Johnson. Wow, West going through 27.9. See if he can hold this up. Yeah, it definitely seems like he might have taken that a little too fast.
Yeah, 27's pretty fast.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you want to hit if you're trying to get under that 130 mark. Merrimack's Little now up front. Also Johnson getting ahead of West. So yeah, so it's gonna be Merrimack's Little. Gonna take that first heat, 136.61. Followed by Johnson, 136.94. Then West, 139.80.
Heat 2, we got Caird of Merrimack, Altamar of Portsmouth, Hill of Newmarket, Hartshorn of Newmarket, and Fowler of Exeter. Hill comes in with a 134.12 to lead this heat.
Just looking ahead to the 4th heat, everybody is 127 or under. Actually, looking ahead, you have Beatty and Zumbach.
It's going to be a good battle.
That's going to be a really good.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Zumbach's got some wheels. Beatty's a pretty tough kid.
Yep. You also have Hart also running 125 also, so he's going to be in there. So Beatty and Zumbek are both battling for the #1 spot in the 6. Whether either of them run or not sure. Assuming Beatty would.
Right.
But Zumbek's also got the top time in the 1K, so he's got a decision.
Yeah, you ain't running both of them.
Nope. It'd be a tough double.
There's guys in the past that could have done it, though, that were so dominant. Like,
Yeah.
there was a kid, Russell Brown, that was just unbelievable. He had a range that, you know, he could go from probably 400 up.
Wow.
And just, you know, ended up being like a 353 miler at Stanford.
Wow.
So he was
All
a
right,
stud,
yeah, so he's...
He was the kid that Redmond finally broke his record. He was a 150 half.
Okay. Wow.
But he won 4 events, I think a couple times maybe.
4 events? Which 4?
4 events in spring.
Okay.
I know he did it at least once. Moskowitz, I think, done it too. Plus, Gandini's done it a couple times, I think.
Yeah. Looks to be 139 for that heat.
He also ran like a 119 600. Russell Brown. So
Yeah,
that's
legit.
He was no joke.
That's legit.
That's still the state record.
Yep. Hartshorn 138.97, Hill 139.20, Kayot 141.26. Yeah, always seeing guys run under 120 is insane in the 600.
Yeah, that's when it was a big deal. But now it's like seeing a
Now
lot.
you see it here and there. Not so much in New Hampshire, but
No.
you see it in New England's a lot.
Yep.
For sure.
So this one we got Burgeon of Merrimack, Mammoths of Nashua North, Shea of Pinkerton, Kerouac of Cole Brown, Sargento of Merrimack, and Plowman of Cole Brown. It's hard to say, you know, a kid ran a 3:53, and then you look back on it and you go, there's a lot of people that have run, you know, fast now.
Yeah, I know.
Look what Washington did the other day. They had a 350. I think last year they had 7 guys in the 350s. The other day I think they 4 or 5, 6.
Yeah, you
guys.
just get so many people running under 4 minutes now in the mile.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Directly opposite the finish line.
Actually witnessed that BU meet, I think it was 2 years ago. Record for most guys under 4 minutes in the mile at a meet,
Like
62.
60, yeah.
It was 62.
Yep.
The previous record was like in the 30s.
Yeah. So this will be a test for Kerouac, because this is one of the things they have to make a decision on. If Cole Brown's going for the state, going for the state championship, do they figure out, hey, maybe he has a shot at the 600?
Yep.
To dig some points out.
Yeah, we'll see where he finishes here. He's got to hold off Shea from Pinkerton, but Kerouac is definitely a solid 3K-er too. So, Kerouac looks like he might have a little bit better, but Shea will hold him off. So just under 130, it looks like. Yep, 128.93, well under 130. Kerouac 129.60. Mamos 132.18. Burgeon 133.06. Plowman 136.03. Now this is going to be the heat to watch.
So we got McNair of North, Hart, Portsmouth, Beatty of Portsmouth, Zumbek of Winnicott, Bravo of Phillips Exeter, and Toomey, Londonderry. This is going to be a real good race right here. Be interesting what this Phillips Exeter kid can do too, because that's that 127. That's not
that 0-0.
That 0-0 is not a real time.
Right.
So it'll be interesting.
Well, who knows? Maybe he did run 127 flat.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, you didn't. I think that doesn't mean he can't run faster than 127.
True. That is true.
That's what I'm saying.
Lanes 2 through 4, just on paper, are going to be the ones to watch.
I have a feeling this Phillips Exeter kid might be pretty quick.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good race, though.
I mean, I've seen he had Will Coogan. I raced against in the 6.
Oh, yeah.
He was a tough runner. Went to North Carolina, I think.
I don't even see the Phillips Exeter kid.
Oh, no, I don't. So we won't see him, but we're going to see Zumbek and Beatty up front. Hart is getting fourth right now.
And Zumek looks like a runner, though. Beatty
Yeah.
does too, though.
No, but yeah, Zumbek has a really good stature for these middle distance events. Again, he ran a 2:35 all on his own. Andres Tommy kicking into gear. He's a really nice distance runner. Had a nice 3K a couple weeks ago.
And Zumbek's in a different world right now,
Yep.
man.
Let's see what he can do. Again, Zumbek is second in the 600. Look to see if he can get
Nice
back there.
job.
123. Wow.
It's a good one. That's
Actually,
a good
no, it's 122.79.
one. Yep.
Zumi 124.53. So 600 is really going to be a battle at the state championships this year.
That's a good race right
Yeah.
there.
Hart 125.05. Beatty 125.05. Wow. McNair 128.67.
Wow, 122.79. That's a good one.
Yep. It really is. So see how close they can get to the 120 mark. I think the last time I saw 120 was in 2020, I think.
Who's that?
That was Dante Radagonda for Exeter.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah. And he was like clear-cut winner. Nobody was touching him.
Right, because he was chasing Russell Brown's.
Yes. He was chasing that record.
Yep.
Yep. But he had nobody with him, so
No.
he really couldn't do it on his own. Which, I
I
mean, he
remember-
got pretty darn close on his own.
From
Sure
the first
did.
time I saw Radagonda, I knew that kid. I saw him in the 400, and I said, that kid's built for a 600.
Yep. It's a good thing they moved him up.
Yep.
It really is. I mean, it wasn't for me, but it's good they did it.
I saw him. I was doing the meet at the over in Exeter, and I saw that kid, and I said, "Man, this kid's got some wheels."
Yeah.
He really did. I'm not sure where he's at now. I think it's Penn State.
Maybe I
Last
knew he
time I
moved.
heard.
I know he moved around a bit.
Yeah, he went from University of
UMass Lowell.
Yep, UMass Lowell to Penn State. I don't know if he left after that.
I have no idea. I haven't been able to keep up with.
Penn
where
State's
he's
a
been.
hard place to make a living right there.
Yep.
There's some serious runners
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Big fish here, but sometimes when you get to those other places,
It's
it's
even
even tougher
it's even
now.
bigger. Yep.
It's crazy.
Well, just looking at Jace Velasquez, he moved down to Keene State.
I think that was a smart move.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, he's now dominant there.
Yep. You know, the difference is, too, with track and field versus, like, football, soccer. The clock doesn't care what sport you play. It does.
No.
It just measures time.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
So it's different than the other sports. You can still make a living. There's been plenty of good D3 runners that have done really well.
Yep.
You know, and you
No,
can't
there really
deny it.
has. Yeah.
Plenty of D2 runners, too.
Yep. No, you have plenty
What-
of D3 runners that run pretty decent D1 times, essentially. So here we go. We've got the 300s for the girls. Only 4 heats.
So we had Nwanko of Phillips Exeter, Folarusso. Actually, they changed it on me. Ugbala of Exeter, Hunt of Exeter, Kim of Exeter. Folarusso was did not start.
So coming around the corner, it's all Phillips Exeter in this heat.
Looks like Hunt of. Yep.
45.36. Ugbala 46.52. Kim 48.01. Aquo 52.81. On our way to the next heat.
Heat 2, we got Clifford of Winnicott, Carter of Portsmouth, Patterson of Portsmouth, Benvides of Exeter, Silver of Pinkerton, Reynoso Santana of Winnicott.
Yep, so looking at the 300, Scott has the number 1 time, 42.40. And right behind her is Thomas North, 43-11. So if Thomas is back at the 300, I'm looking to see how she runs in the 3.
Yeah.
With how she ran the 55.
great.
Yeah. I mean, she moved up to the number 1 spot all on her own in the 55. I'm looking to see what she can do with it in this one. So 300 stuff to kind of see who's in the lead until about probably the second turn, really. And we have a decent shot. Maybe it looks like Pinkerton on the outside. And that's Silva. Yep, Silva leading the way. Coming to the final straightaway.
It was a good one by Silver.
Yeah, Silva 44-45. Carter 45-62. Clifford 46-45. Benavides 46-61. Patterson 46-98. And Reynoso Santana 47-57.
That's got to move Silver up quite a bit. 44.
Yeah, 44-45. Yeah, moves her up into top 7.
This heat, we got McNulty of Pinkerton, Wheel of Pinkerton, Sipple of Pinkerton, Mallory of Exeter, Phillips Exeter, Benogia of Phillips Exeter, Amos of Merrimack.
Move up at the set, and third heat is a go. So under 44.4 gets you top 6 in D1. Looks to be Sipple for Pinkerton in the charge. So Sipple takes it just around 44. Might have gotten under 44. 44-1, just barely. 44.95 for Benocchi. Amu, 45.19. McNulty, 45.26. Wheel, 45.84. And Mallory, 46.24. Last heat, we've got Thomas in this one in lane 4. Robinson of Pinkerton, McBride of Exeter, McGuire of Phillips Exeter, Thomas of North, Clifford of Winnicott, and Fry of North. Starting command given.
Wow, this is going to be a good one, though. McGuire is going to come in with a 42.55. Thomas with a 43.11. She'll be on the outside, so that's going to be, she'll be coming up on her.
Yeah. There we go. Hopefully McGuire is in this.
She is.
We didn't, yep. So she'll be behind Thomas.
Yeah, she'll be, this will show you how tough Thomas is right here.
No, so Thomas didn't get challenged in the 55. She'll have a challenge here for sure. Thomas and McGuire.
They're both moving
coming up. Yeah. Thomas still holding off McGuire, but McGuire is closing in. Thomas is holding her own.
Wow.
Thomas is ahead.
Thomas is tough.
Wow.
Love it.
40, sub 42. That's a
Jeez.
sub 42.
Yep.
Which means she just went up to number 1 in D1.
That's what she needed right there.
41-46, McGuire 41-90. They pushed each other hard. 43-26 for Fry, McBride 43-74, Clifford 44-39, and Robinson 46-69. So Fry and McBride definitely moving up after they run sub 44. So Thomas now has beaten Scott's time of 42-40 is with a 41-46, almost by a full second.
Got a ways to go to get that record, though.
Yeah, what's that one?
So Division I record is 40.08. Grace Devaney, 39.87 by
Grace Devaney, yeah.
Chia Frady, 39.87.
39.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely a long way to go. I mean, Thomas just ran 41-4.
Yeah.
So.
Corinne Kennedy also ran a 39.99, and she'd be chasing her 300-meter outdoor record in intermediate hurdles too. Corinne Kennedy.
So boys 300, 7 heats. Vieira McCarthy of Phillips Exeter, Roberts of Pinkerton, and Sullivan in North.
Yeah, she'll be chasing that 300-meter record. That record's 43.54 and 43.87.
Yeah, and she'll have company with Scott right with her. So
that's a tough one.
She'll have similar company as she did this time around. So that first boys heat. So that's Roberts 40.32, Vieira McCarthy 41.18, Sullivan 42.40.
Heat 2, we got Burton Zeddy of Phillips Exeter, Grugnall of Winnicott, Kohlberg, Winnicott, Gonzalez of Nashua North.
This is a pretty tough 300 field. As soon as we get to heat 4, everybody's under 40 seconds.
Yeah. Holy goodness.
And then that finals heat, everybody is 37 mid and under in that final heat. So 2 Winnicott boys coming around. Grugnall is leading the way. Finished around 40. 40.81 for Grugnall. Kohlberg, 41.01. Burton Zeddy, 41.29. Gonzalez, 42.39.
Heat 3, we got Plazowicz of Keene, McGurk, Newmarket, Roberts, Pinkerton, Vance, Portsmouth, Palmer of Londonderry, and Barry, Pinkerton.
All girls and boys in the 1500.
That was a good one, Janelle Thomas.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
Busy coaching over there? Next heat is up. So if you want to get in the top 6 for D1, needs to be under 37.86.
Jesus, it's
Yeah.
moving, huh?
Yep. And we're going to see a couple of those from that are in the top 6 in this last heat, including the number 1, Genetos. It's going to be a pretty tight finish. All around. That's going to be Vance of Portsmouth, already a sub 40, 39.81. McGurk, 40.21. Plaskowicz, 40.25. Roberts, 40.46. Palma, 40.51. And Barry, 40.72.
Heat 4, we got Duarte, Pinkerton, Michaud of Pinkerton, Mannix, Exeter, Morrison of Pinkerton, Biddle of Portsmouth, and Harwich, Phillips, Exeter.
I mean, those are some pretty good
Big
sprint
names right there,
yeah.
yeah.
And that's only heat 4 of 7.
Morrison's now the fastest guy in the state, right? In the
No.
55.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yep. So fast guy in the 55 is only in the 4th heat.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
So he's got some work to do to move up.
He's a big guy. I don't think I'd want him chasing me.
Yeah, probably not. Mannix is also pretty good too.
Yep. It's going to be tight. A lot of these guys have about the same time for
Yeah.
300. So
No, I mean,
this could force it down.
yeah, I mean, any of these times can just go straight down under 38
Yep,
at
very
any
easily.
point.
Very
That gets them
easily.
all into the mix for that
Right.
top 6. Because right, top 6 scores at state championships. Isn't that right? Trying to get out of the college mindset where top 8 score.
Yeah.
Here we go. Already pulling away. Morrison breaking the stagger on the outside. Getting crazy to me that this is only the 4th heat. Morrison coming through at the front. So yeah, Morrison taking that. Actually,
he dropped way down
he
on
dropped
that
that really far. 36.6. Easily moving in the top 6. Biddle, 38.69. Harwich, 38.77. Michaud at 39.87. And Duarte, 40.63.
Tells me about him, though. He can go a lot lower because his form started to go a little erratic towards the end. He was looking at the clock and everything else. So
Yep, and he had no one else around him.
yeah, he could go
So-
low 36.
Yeah. So actually, 36.6, that puts him second in D1.
Okay, Heat 5, we got Moore of Phillips Exeter, Prue of Exeter, Vasquez of North, Vassos of Londonderry, Parker of Pinkerton, Christo of Portsmouth. Yeah, I mean, he cleans a little bit of that up. Plus, he's way out on the outside. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If he's more towards the middle, you know, he's got some wheels.
Yeah.
What is the top time?
36.41.
Oh,
So he
he's
moved.
right
He moved
there.
up to second
Yeah.
just now. Well, so we'll see what happens in that last heat, but that's where Genetos is. Genetos has the number 1 spot in D1.
I mean, he just went from 38 to 36. Skipped right over the 37.
Yeah. Nope. Just
Is there a rule on
Didn't
that?
care.
Is there any?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can go right from 38 to 36.
I guess
right?
so.
You
Yeah.
don't have to
I mean,
stop
he
at
just did
37.
it. So
Yeah. I don't think you have to stop at 37.
I don't think so.
No.
I wouldn't think. Pretty fast on the outside. Coming back in from the outside looks like Proul. They'll go under 40 again. It's going to be looking maybe more towards 38. So Morrison's time to beat is going to be 36.60. Prohl 37.51. Parker 37.59. Moore 38.40. Masaos 38.42. Cristo 39.83. And Vasquez 40.16. 2 heats to go for the 300s.
Heat 6, we got Warner of Phillips Exeter, Perry of North, Clavel of Phillips Exeter, Severance of Pinkerton, Cunningham of Phillips Exeter, and Cabell of Merrimack. It's a big timer right there, 36.6.
Yeah.
Jump right up like that.
Yeah, again, we'll have to see what that finals heat does because Morrison's time could, for sure, on any day, win the 300.
Easy.
Yeah. Isn't that a pretty good heat? Clavel's a big guy. He just stands over everybody. So it looks to be Clavel in the lead. Actually,
came from the
yeah,
outside.
outside would be Merrimack.
Cable.
Yeah, Cable also have a pretty good back end of his season.
He took that out hard too, Cable.
Yeah.
He got past and then he came back. He didn't give up.
It was a pretty tight race. Still waiting. Yeah, Cable 37.54. Clavel 37.59. Severance 37.62. Cunningham 37.67. Warner 39.48. And then Perry 39.97.
Heat 7, we got Lander of Portsmouth, Catino of Portsmouth, Campbell of Phillips Exeter, Genados of Winnicott, Reardon of Exeter, Sachecki of Nashua North.
Sachecki just had a great day in high jump the other week. Moved up to number 1. I think he cleared 6'4".
Getting there.
Yeah.
Campbell comes in with a 35.77, so we'll see if what this does with Genados.
Yeah. I mean, he's got Morrison right on his, right on him. So again, Morrison still has his number 1 time right now today, 36.60.
So this will have maybe that same effect that, Genados being on the outside lane with Campbell coming up on him. Is he going to go or not? We'll see. It was kind of like Janelle Thomas. Feel the heat. Sometimes you run faster.
Blocks are off, but put them on the buggy if you would. Bring the blocks to the buggy.
Yeah, they're moving on the outside.
And I'll get them up to the arena.
This is Sean McDonald from WMUR in the blue coat.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. See him?
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Yeah, Janelle's in the lead. He's going to be coming around. See if what he can do on his own. Coming around. It's going to be 36 low.
I didn't see no Phillips Exeter guy in there.
Nope, but Janelle's did it on his own. 36.16.
Yes.
By himself, outlasts Morrison. Nobody else gets under 37 in this heat. Sachecki 37.34, Catino 37.60, Lander 38.27, Reardon 38.71. Did not start from Campbell.
Say what, Winnicott's got some middle distance runners, huh?
Yeah. No, they've had a couple come out of them.
Oh, they've had some good ones over the years.
Taylor.
Yeah.
I think he had other 400 guys. Vahuli. His older brother Tanner was pretty good too, but Zach Vahuli was a pretty darn good 400 runner.
Over the years,
for
man,
them.
they've had so many good ones. Like, a lot.
Yeah. Also had Colin Donnelly too.
Yep. Even
They're-
long
they're
before
dizzy
those
out.
guys.
Yeah. No, I'm sure
Yeah.
before them, but that's just from my memory
Yeah.
when
Even-
I was
even-
running.
Even before my time, they had some great ones. Coach Osborne, you ever see him walking around? He was one of the best ones.
Yeah, here and there, yeah.
Him, Bruce Buttersworth. It just kind of came on. There was some good ones.
Yeah.
Hinkles and McConnells. There's a lot of them came out of there.
So right there, we're going to see the girls 1500. Going to be 2 heats. Results from high jump. Delori of Londonderry going to win it, clearing a height of 5'2".
That's a good one.
Underway for the girls 1500. Just quickly, Chase Burris of Londonderry. Another one over 20 feet, let
Wow.
alone now 21 feet.
Jeez.
He wins at 21 feet, 3.5 inches. Now 8 jumpers over 20 feet in D1. Girls shot put, Grenier of Co-Brown throwing 34 feet, 7 inches. Pretty tight pack in this first heat of the 1500.
We got Paige Murdoch of Co-Brown. We got Parisi of Winnicunnet. We got Ralabate of Exeter. Muhammad of Pinkerton. Laffersweiler of Londonderry. Hill of Co-Brown. Campbell of Portsmouth. Hand of Londonderry. Carter of Portsmouth. Cower of Keene. Dutton of Londonderry. And Harris Keene.
Parisi is taking this one out. It's up ahead by about maybe 20 meters. I would give it. And it looks like that chase pack's starting to move back up on her. So we only got 3 more events for today. On the 1500 now, followed by relay action with the 4x4 and 4x2. So now they've moved up on Parisi. Exeter's Ralabate on her shoulder. Parisi and Ralabate came, well, Parisi came through about 46. Ralabate moved up with the 44.5. Coming up with about 3 laps to go.
Retakes the lead.
Yeah. Now Parisi's still looking pretty good with Ralabate right on her, as well as Muhammad from Pinkerton. So everybody's starting to spread out here in the 1500. Exeter's Ralabate going ahead of Parisi, followed by Muhammad. Ralabate, 1 lap to go. Parisi Muhammad, second and third. Followed by Murdo and Loffersweiler. Parisi is coming up on Ralabate. Parisi's kicking in. But I think
just doesn't give up, does she?
Yeah, no.
Just
But I
running
think
out of area.
Yeah, Ralabate's going to take it around 5:27 unofficially. She'll get under 5:26.91. Parisi 5:27.37. Muhammad 5:29.98. Excuse me. Loffersweiler 5:31.92. Murdo 5:34.78. Carter 5:38.51. Hill 5:42.66. Hand 5:43.35. Campbell 5:48.42. Cower 5:51.18. Dutton 5:55.59. And Harris 6:01.20. Moving right along to the second heat.
We got Laura White, 452.13 coming in from National North. We got Paterna, who's tough as nails, Exeter, with a 457. Then you get McMahon of Phillips Exeter, Folsom of Pinkerton, Bedard of Pinkerton, Melissa of Phillips Exeter, Paterna of Exeter, Bedard of Merrimack, McKenna of Newmarket, Marzoff of Pinkerton, White of Londonderry, and LeBlanc of Pinkerton.
Yeah, this is a tough field. And again, both Paternas are tough. They're both part of that 4x8 too.
Yeah.
But Laura White also, she had a pretty good, she ran 3K last week at UNH? I think that's what we saw.
Yep.
Yep, she has probably solid 3K.
Yeah, she's good. She's consistent, and she just keeps moving up.
One lap in. Not a lot of spacing. Just all packed up together. But everybody's going to let White lead the way. Yeah, nobody's straying away from each other. We might have a little bit of separation between packs here, but not a lot. Again, everybody's within a minute of each other. Top seed is 4:52. LeBlanc comes in 5:25. Are definitely starting to split up here with the first three up front. Field has definitely started to spread out. So it's White, followed by Alexis Paterna, and looks to be Brianna Paterna as well. So Paterna sisters are 2 and 3.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Yeah. So it's split into 2 packs. Up front's White and Paterna, followed by the other Paterna. Then I believe that may be Melissa of Phillips Exeter behind her in the chase. White and Paterna still up front. White's still pacing. So they're coming up on 2 to go.
Boy, Paterna's right in the driver's seat,
Yep.
too. Let's see what White's got to do to hold her off. But boy, I
Yeah.
like where Paterna is.
I mean, yeah, Paterna's, I think, is just going to wait to kick here. She's going to sit there.
She's only a
What-
sophomore, too. So
Yep.
White's got to open this up.
No, Paterna's a story of just putting in the work and moving up
Ooh,
her
I saw
own.
some jump in her
Oh,
step right
yeah.
there.
No, she's starting to pick it up. I mean, White's also picking it up, too.
Boy, this is going to be a statement race right here. Paterna
Yep.
can do it. White's trying to fight
Yep.
her off. Look at this battle down the stretch. She's got to close the door on her right there. Now we'll see if White can come back on her.
I don't know. White's been leading this whole way, so I don't know how much more she's got. Paterna's just been sitting there all night.
Wow,
And
what a
she's gonna
race
do
by
it.
Paterna.
Yeah. Wow, 450. Top seed time was 452. Paterna 450.55. White 451.62. Marzal 459.78. Bedard 459.81. Paterna 5 flat 86. Excuse me.
That was a great race.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
how you play your cards. That's like championship racing right there.
Yep. I mean, yeah, that's a great test run for Paterna.
Do that all day, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so Barry leads, or actually, Barry did lead in the 1500. That's now a new #1 time for the 1500, 450.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where Barry's vulnerable right there.
Yeah, as though
At the end of it,
longer
at the end of
distance,
the
yeah.
day, Paterna's fresh. I'm telling you right now, Paterna, that
Yep.
looked good.
Yeah.
But Laura White, don't count her out.
No, she just moved up
She-
2. She's #2 now.
Yeah, she just learned.
So they're
yeah.
1 and 2.
She just
in
learned a
Division 1.
valuable lesson too.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't let
don't let her sit on you.
Yeah, you can't do it like the 3K where you can lead the whole way and
Yeah.
outkick everyone. No, it's going to be a little bit different with Paterna in the mix, for sure.
That was a good one right there.
Yeah, it's a great race. Now we're on to the boys, 1500.
This heat we got Dangara of Exeter, Miller of Merrimack, Vaccaro of Londonderry, Ramsey of Londonderry, Clark of Exeter, Adams of Merrimack, Klug of Pinkerton, Decker of Conval.
3 heats. So it looks to be Ramsey of Londonderry, followed by Miller of Merrimack, up 1 and 2, leading that front pack of 5.
I could tell when she came down through here with 1 lap to go, and she jumped up, and I'm like, oh man, she's gonna do it.
Yeah, she was just.
You see her pop her step?
Yep.
Like she's just
Yeah,
sitting.
because she was just waiting.
Yeah.
It's exactly what she was doing. She was just waiting, letting White just
Great
lead the
strategy.
whole way. Yep.
It's the oldest strategy in the world, but it still works to this day.
Oh yeah.
It's like action reaction. You have
Doesn't
to
cease
react.
kill. Unless you got that person up front who knows it's coming.
Oh yeah.
If they respond well, it doesn't necessarily work, but
Sometimes you let them go
more
by.
times
ya.
than not.
Yeah. Sometimes you let them go by and then you blow them down. Blow
Yep.
the doors out down the other end.
Yeah, let them think it's going to work.
Yeah. That was a good battle right
Yeah.
there. Love it.
That'll be exciting to see. Most likely see that at the state championships.
Guarantee you're gonna see
Get
it.
some. Get maybe Barry in there. Who knows? Probably see her in the.
I don't know. You can start
I don't
when they're starting to count up points. She's gonna have to run a lot of events.
What do you think? She runs 6 or 1K? I'm assuming she might run either the 1K or 6 and the 15. Is my guess, but I don't know. That'd be tough.
In the relay.
And
so,
the relay.
So you gotta figure that all out.
Yep. And which relays is the question?
I mean, they're going to be in a battle for the state championship. Pinkerton's no joke. Neither is
Neither is Exeter.
Exeter. Exeter's got a young team.
Yep. I mean, yeah. I mean, you just saw Paterna. She's going to be part of those point scores for Exeter.
Tell you what, Paterna's sister's not that far out of the game either.
No. Nope. Absolutely
Just
not.
ran a 5 flat, so
Yep.
she's not too far off.
No, I think she's more solid in the middle distance than she is in the 1500 or above category, but still solid
But
runner.
Exeter's going to scrap up a lot of points.
Yeah, I mean, they have a depth too.
Yeah. And Pinkerton should have the most depth. They got the biggest school by
I mean, yeah.
twice as good.
Right.
No excuse for here. I'm going to say it as a Portsmouth guy. There's no excuse for Pinkerton not winning it every year. That's a big school.
Yeah. No, it really is. So that's Vaccaro. Followed by Miller and Adams, I believe. Vaccaro coming up on 1 lap to go. So Vaccaro's coming around. So Vaccaro's going to win this first heat. 4:33 unofficially. 4:33.54. That's actually Ramsey. Miller 4:36.86. Adams 4:37.96. Klug 4:41.89. Vaccaro, 4:46.08. Then Decker, 4:54.72.
Okay, heat 2, we got Duano of Londonderry, Mullen of Phillips Exeter, Poteet of Exeter, Rubbles of Londonderry, Larson of Co-Brown, Soprino of Pinkerton, and Graveline of Co-Brown. I'll bet you money that Poteet is related to the astronaut Poteet.
You think so?
Who was a very good runner at Oyster River and at UNH. Yes, I will bet my life on it.
Okay.
Because he's from Stratham, so he must go to Exeter.
Okay, yep.
So it's probably his son,
Okay.
Scott Poteet.
Pretty neat.
Yep. I'm not really a betting man. My father was. He bet a little too much. But so I must have a little bit in my blood, but I would say he is.
Okay, all right. So Cipriano leading the way for Pinkerton. He's got a pretty good gap on the rest of the field right now. See how long he can keep it. It's Phillips Exeter's Mullen in second to lead the chase. They're moving along pretty good. I think I heard 34s. There's the chase pack of 4 falling in and about 20 or 30 meters behind Cipriano. That chase pack is starting to gain up on Cipriano, cutting down the lead a little bit. Cipriano looks pretty smooth, 3 laps to go. About a 3-second gap.
Yeah, the pack's going to decide to go here pretty soon, though.
Yep. I mean, 3 laps to go. You got to start moving here.
Yeah, they look like they are, though. They're looking like
Yep.
they're moving.
Cipriano just looks pretty relaxed still. I think he knows he's got a solid gap, but still wouldn't stay too comfortable with that group. Really starting to gain.
Oh, yeah, they're coming now.
Yep.
He's done.
Yeah, unless he can feel him and respond.
Yeah.
It's not looking great for Cipriano.
Petit moves up into second.
They just went through with 2 laps to go.
Now we'll see if Cipriani can hold in there. Cause
Yeah. I mean, he's just been pacing himself this whole time.
sometimes you like company.
Yeah. He's starting not to get too comfortable. I mean, they're still just kind of letting him lead, so I think it's just kind of anybody's race now. But now they're moving. So Phillips Exeter's Mullen moved up to the lead. And it's starting to gap, looks to be Larson. Larson coming up behind
kick.
Mullen, but Mullen, really nice kick to finish this one off. So Mullen, then Larson. Mullen 428.05, Larson 429.41, Poteet 431.24, Gravelin 431.99, Cipriano 432.36, De Buono 434.85, and Robles 445.44. Move on to final heat.
Yep, heat 3, we got Nolan Peters, Portsmouth, Roby of Pinkerton, D'Amelio of Pinkerton, Miller of Phillips Exeter, Melio of Pinkerton, Burns of North, Mann of Exeter, Benenson of Phillips Exeter, Carson Fitzgerald of Londonderry, and Patrick Youngs of Co-Brown. So we'll see if we can get a bounce back race from Nolan Peters, because he didn't show me a lot last week.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was sick or not, but he didn't run real tough. We'll see if he can come back and pop one this week.
So top time in Division 1 is 4:13, held by Londonderry's Toomey. And over at Division 1, it's Simard, 4:10. That's the time he ran at UNH that last week that we saw.
Yeah, those guys ran pretty good last week.
Yep, Valentino and Simard. Simard.
It's the same crew.
Yep.
So they didn't enter those times in yet, huh? The heat times from what they ran last week. They got it seated as 4:18, 4:18.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Patrick Youngs ran a 4:39 mile last week as a freshman, so that puts him at like 4:21.
Yeah, so him being see 4:27 doesn't.
So not bad for a freshman.
No. Not one bit. This pack is pretty uptight still with 5 laps to go coming up. Leading this pack is Burns. Young's kind of stuck in that 5th spot. Looks like Burns is starting to pull away just slightly. So still Burns.
Looks like that pack's going to link back up onto him, though.
Yeah.
Burns is tough, though.
Yep.
He's been good for a while.
I think that's Fitzgerald of Londonderry in 2nd. That's going to help move that pack back up to Burns. Then it's Roby behind Fitzgerald. So that's your top 3 here. Coming up on 2 to go. That pack is really spread out. Burns still lean, that's Fitzgerald. And then it's Man of Exeter.
Tell you what, Peters looks pretty good today. He's
Yeah.
climbing that ladder. There you go. Ah, you look like you got some fight in you.
Yep, Peters moving up to 4th ahead of Roby. So that's that pack of 5 in the lead. There's going to be a lot of movement coming up. Here, Fitzgerald up at the front. And Burns, Man, moving up with Fitzgerald. It's going to be Fitzgerald going into the final lap. Then Man. Then Peters.
See, they're coming on him. Fitzgerald looks like he's going to take this.
Yep. Peters, now Roby. Roby hitting another gear with 100 to go.
Boy, Roby's just got this, huh?
I guess so. He was saving up.
What a
Man,
race.
this is going to be a great time. 4:13.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, 4:13 is actually the number 1 in D2, or D1, excuse me. 4:13.71. Fitzgerald, 4:14.21. Peters, 4:14.94. Man, 4:17.40. Milo, 4:19.20. Burns, 4:21.19. Youngs, 4:22.91. Miller, 4:28.64.
Roby's got another gear.
Yeah,
He does.
that's pretty legit.
Yep. A lot of improvements there.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald, a big improvement. Peters had a good bounce back from last week. So, yeah, but I'll tell you what, Roby, boy, he's got a good one.
Yeah. So 4:13.71 becomes the new Division I time in the 1500.
Roby's only a sophomore, too.
Wow. Yeah, Roby actually previously was 3rd with a 4:18.09.
But what did he run last week? 4:10, 4:11?
Last week, I don't remember actually.
Didn't he win that race last week? Or
I think he did, yeah.
He was either first or second.
Yep. He did. I can't remember exactly what the time was though.
Do you have him on that list?
I can sure find it. Last week. You know if it was the morning?
They did
Was it
both
the
of them.
morning?
Yeah, it would have been morning.
It would have been morning.
Wouldn't it be on the tee first, though?
Thought it would.
Maybe they just didn't update it.
I mean, no, not the fifth. I think you might have been thinking of the 3K maybe, because that was
Maybe it was.
Valentina. Valentina won the
Oh,
morning
yeah.
15.
That's
and then
that's what it was. That's what it was.
Samard
That's what
won
it
the
was.
second one.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got a quick look of us over, just real quick. As we move into the girls 4x4 first heat.
Yeah, all those guys were in that 3,000 last week.
Yeah. So the 3K was pretty competitive in that morning
I
session.
think they were in like 9:10, 9:11, something like
Yes,
that.
that's
what
what it sounds like. Yep, that's what it was. So 2 heats: Newmarket, Londonderry, Keene, and Co-Brown in this one. Top time is a 4:43, and then whew, pretty stacked up in the next heat. National North has Brown and Thomas coming in. That team is 4:14.
Yep.
Ryan, can you hear me?
Yeah. Ben, you're on.
I'm on?
You've been on.
Who would have thought?
I know.
Just haven't said anything. Yeah, Brown might not be running the 4x4. When I was interviewing her earlier, she said that she's definitely doing the 4x2, but we're questionable on the 4x4.
Okay. Know if Thomas is running it?
Thomas runs everything,
Well, that's fair enough.
all the time. So I'd assume so.
So right now, Keene leading the way for this heat of the 4x4.
Oh, Brown's making their way back in.
Yep, moving right back in behind Keene. So top time in the state for D1 is Bedford with the 4:14.18.
Oh, Brown with a big move on the backstretch.
Yep.
Makes an aggressive pass.
All boys please competing in the 4x4 relay, please report to the starting line. All boys please competing in the 4x4 relay, please report to the starting line.
Go Brown with a solid lead now ahead of Keene, followed by Newmarket, then Londonderry. So 1 lap to go for the third leg.
It's going to be a tight handoff.
Yep. Coming into the final handoff, Keene is coming up on Co-Brown. So Keene takes back the lead from Co-Brown, followed by Londonderry, then Newmarket. So this is a good battle.
Yeah.
His ankle leg. It's also going to be a good battle for third. Newmarket's coming right back up on Londonderry in the back. Actually, Londonderry and Newmarket are making their way back to the front too. But I think there's too much distance between them. So Keene pulling away. So Keene's going to take this one.
This move by Londonderry.
Yeah, Londonderry gets up to second from third, then Co-Brown, then Newmarket. Keene 437.14, Londonderry 439.85. Co-Brown 440.51, and Newmarket 441.50. And now here we go.
We got Winnicott, Pinkerton, North, Exeter, Portsmouth, Merrimack.
This is going to be a good battle.
Real good one.
Pinkerton and North. Well, if Brown's not running it, we'll see
Well, they got
if they have the depth to kind of keep them in this with that.
They got 3 seconds to play with.
Yep.
If it's all the same girls.
Yeah. Again, not sure exactly where that 4:14 comes from for North, but their best time in Tiefers is 4:21.78, and that's without Brown also. We're off. Pinkerton C of 4:18. So pretty even throughout. Portsmouth at the cut-in first. They have a very expensive lead. Followed by Merrimack, then Exeter and Pinkerton, then North, then Winnicott. So Merrimack getting up back on Portsmouth. Merrimack getting ahead of Portsmouth. This will be an interesting first leg. Might be looking at mid-60s, 65. Pretty solid legs there, 65, 66. Solid group up front. It's Portsmouth, Merrimack, Pinkerton, and North. Pinkerton moving up ahead, Merrimack for second. North also moving up. Also a great move from Exeter to third before the turn. All the way out the outside. Exeter's moving ahead to first. Pinkerton and North gonna be moving with her. So now North is in second. A lot of movement in this second leg. North moving around to first. North is going to get the handoff, followed by Pinkerton, then Exeter, then Portsmouth. Tight battle for second. And of course, Thomas will be anchoring North's team.
Yeah, I don't think North really needed the lead.
No,
for Thomas.
don't think so.
No, but we'll
If
take
you have
it.
Tom, yeah. I mean, Thomas has had a solid day, grabbing #1 spots in the dash and 300. And North is put on a good lead now.
Yeah.
Like Thomas needed it. Thinking this might be Nouveau for North, but I'm not sure.
It's a huge lead for her.
Yeah. Yeah, so Thomas has great space to work with, but she's probably just gonna lay on the gas. She'll just put more insurance in. Yeah, she's already at the turn. Followed by Pinkerton, then Portsmouth, then Exeter. So yeah, Thomas looks like she's got a full 50 meters ahead of the field. Coming around the corner is Thomas. Big day for her. State lead in 2 events today. And now 412. That's a third one.
Yeah.
Third state lead. 412 is the new state leader in D1 for the 4x4. 412.40. Pinkerton 419.34. And that's without Brown.
That was a good one.
Portsmouth 420.12. Exeter 420.99. Winnicott 429.87. Pinkerton running 419 is pretty good too. Merrimack 432.50. What a day for Thomas.
Hey, this is going to be a great state
I
championship.
might be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure she got the baton at 14, which means she split like 58 mid.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure she got the baton at 14. I was clocking it the whole time and I just forgot, but that wouldn't shock me at all.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
But you got to think, Pinkerton, Exeter, Nashua North, and Bedford. That's going to be a battle for the state.
I mean, North, it definitely, I mean, if you have Thomas and Brown, you're definitely putting yourselves up there.
You're getting some points.
Yep. Putting really good points. I mean, right behind Thomas and Brown, you also have a few others in there, too. So first heat of the boys, 4x4. Did we go over teams for that?
Exeter, Co-Brown, Londonderry, Newmarket.
Perfect. There we go. Best time here, 3:50.80. Phillips Exeter coming up in the next heat with a 3:30. So that'll be a good one to watch, especially with Winnicott's D1 leading time 3:32.91. So first handoff for Co-Brown, followed by Exeter, then Londonderry. Then it's Newmarket coming up. So Co-Brown still in the lead. Pretty good distance from Exeter and Londonderry. Could be Kerouac of Co-Brown in the third leg. Kerouac, I think, ran 129 in the 6 today.
Yep, not a bad effort.
He's a sub-2 guy, though. Coming off a pretty long sickness where he's only been running for about a week and a half since that. Took 2 weeks off, so.
Hey, 129 is not bad for that.
He was looking for like he was looking
I'm sure he was looking for something faster than that, but 129 off of that's not bad at all. But it's looking strong in the 4 too. Gets that hand off. Followed by Londonderry, then Exeter. So Londonderry takes second. Going into the final leg. Ben, who's Co-Brown's anchor?
That's Anthony Zatko. He's a junior. He's been running quick. He ran, I think, 54.5 last year. He's got pretty lofty goals too, but he would need a 50 flat to get their goal tonight. They wanted the school record, which was 338.
338?
Yeah, I don't know if that's really in sights right now.
That's probably not today. Yeah, because we're at 334. So, I mean, pretty close, right around 340. 340.48. Londonderry second, 348.69, followed by Exeter, 354.68, and then Newmarket in fourth.
That's not too far off that record, though.
No, 2 seconds. No.
I mean, I
all
think he
by
split
yourself.
like 52.5 there.
Oh, he just split 52.5?
I believe so.
Okay, this next heat, we got Pinkerton, Portsmouth, Phillips Exeter, Winnicott, Nashua North, Merrimack.
Yeah, again, this is going to be a pretty good one. 5 teams under 340. So Pinkerton's at 339, Portsmouth 336, Phillips Exeter 330, Winnicott at 332, North at 338. So if Co-Brown could have gotten themselves in this fast seat, they potentially could have done it. Potentially. So here we go, last heat of the boys 4x4. This will be a good one. Again, expecting Phillips Exeter and Winnicott to be leading this one. But that doesn't seem to be the case, as North is going to be leading the way, followed by Pinkerton, then Portsmouth, then Merrimack, then Phillips Exeter, then Winnicott. Yeah. I don't know. I'm feeling Winnicott might not be running their fastest team today.
I think I see Janettos in there for this next leg.
Okay.
I don't see Zoombach, but Ryan Jameson's in there as well.
Okay.
Oh, no, they actually have a pretty fast team. Zoombach's the anchor. They
Yep,
might
I
win
do
this.
see Zoom back. Yep. So probably just not greatest first leg
I
here,
don't
but
think Janettos is really ripping, though.
yeah.
Right now, Portsmouth's repping. Hart put him right up in good position.
Yeah. Again, Winnicott has the #1 time in D1. I think Portsmouth is looking to drop their time down. Phillips Exeter, then North, then Merrimack, then Pinkerton. Phillips Exeter is moving closer towards Portsmouth. Portsmouth, then Phillips Exeter, then North.
Phillips Exeter's handing off to the 55 hurdle winner today. So he could catch up here. You just don't want to go too early. You got a whole nother lap after this one.
Yeah, Phillips Exeter is coming.
Portsmouth finishing up with Theo Beatty, so that
It'll be a tough.
it's gonna be a good one.
Tough finish, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Phillips Exeter moving around Portsmouth, going into that final turn.
I believe that's Hart, who just ran 125.05 today
Yep.
from Portsmouth.
Yeah, so I mean he's tying up a bit. So B's gonna have to make up a little bit of ground.
This is Musselman
Here.
here. We saw him earlier today.
Yeah. Oh. Little Conan on the track.
Conan O'Brien. Holy moly.
Oh, yeah,
Phillips
no,
Exeter just opened that up hard.
Yeah, he did.
What did Musselman win earlier today? It's 300?
Maybe. He ran pretty well today. That's for sure. But he's opened up on Beatty.
Yeah, big time.
Wow. Yeah, so Phillips Exeter is going to be for sure taking this one. Probably not under 3:30. But
Beatty's coming, though.
yep.
Beatty started to close a little bit.
Yeah, so 3:34. Ooh. Tumble there.
He's got big muscles.
Yeah. 3:34.32 for Phillips Exeter. Portsmouth 3:35.50. North 3:40.84. Pinkerton 3:43.30. Merrimack 3:45.12. And Merrimack closing in. Excuse me, Winnacunnet. 3:58.28. Blues mixed me up there. So that'll do it for the 4x4s. We're going right into the 4x2s, our final event on the track. 2 heats. We got Keene, Co-Brown, and Newmarket. Quickly gonna slide over to field events real quick, as those have now finished up. So over the boys shot, Darius Smith still leading the way in D1, throwing 55 feet 3 inches. That I believe is a new D1 leader. Boys high jump, Crowell winning it, 5'10". He ran the 796 in the hurdles earlier today. And then girls long jump, Coleman of Pinkerton, jumping 16 feet 5.5 inches.
The 55's getting in rarefied air. That's getting serious.
Yeah. So that'll be the field events. There we go. First heat, 4x2 is off. So first handoff over to Co-Brown. Followed by Keene, then Newmarket.
Newmarket missed the handoff. They're done.
Okay, I was wondering what I just saw.
Yeah. They didn't try to recover it. They just let it be.
Got the afternoon off.
Yep.
Ladies, you got the afternoon off.
Maybe that was part of the plan. Maybe they didn't want to run the 4x2.
Co-Brown, nice handoff there again, back to back. Keene, also a good handoff.
Just got to get in lane 1.
Yeah, so Co-Brown and Keene now left in this heat. But Co-Brown looking pretty good to take it. Keene just getting a handoff now, so about 40-meter gap between Co-Brown and Keene. About 156, 155 for Co-Brown. 155.72 for Co-Brown. Keene 201.83. Moving right along to the final heat.
We got Portsmouth, Winnacunnet, Pinkerton, Nashua North, Exeter, Londonderry.
Pinkerton to North again in the relays. Pinkerton 126, North 127. North, I see Thomas again, and I also see Brown.
Going to the well again.
Yep. So let's see if Thomas can snag another top D1 time today.
Might.
She's got 3 of them. Might as well go for 4.
Yep.
Might as well go for 4.
What's the best in 126?
It's for D1, it's 149, and that was run by Bedford last week.
Oh, I'm looking at
The yep, those are the 160.
4x160s.
Yeah, 4x160 times.
So who's got the best time?
Bedford does 149. They got under 150.
What's Nashua's best time? Something like that?
North's best time is 152 with this team that they have here. And that was at Plymouth back in December. So have a pretty good chance to see something better than that.
Yeah, I think so.
I have a good idea.
I have a
of
feeling
that. I mean, they left Brown fresh for the 4x2.
Yeah, I have a feeling
Thomas is Thomas, essentially.
they'll come out here
Yeah.
this time. It seems like they're messing around today.
Yeah, no. I think they're just trying to get some leading times, better seeding for the state championship meet. Don't see why not. They are coming around. North already breaking the stagger on the outside. I believe, again, this must be one of the fries, is my assumption. Pinkerton gets a handoff first, then North, then Winnicunnet, then Londonderry. Then I couldn't tell you from there. But here we go, the cut in. Oh, it's going to be tough going around the corner. Winnicunnet is trying to hold off Pinkerton. They do. So now it's North. Winnicunnet, Portsmouth, Pinkerton, North. North gets a handoff second. Brown cuts into second. Now chasing down Winnicunnet.
Winnicunnet's going to have to extend here. But
Yep, but it's Brown. Brown gets ahead. Wow. She is pulling away. What the heck?
Brown's got some wheels.
Yeah, and then now again handing off to Thomas.
Game over.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas has 3 events under her, but it's not going to matter with how well she's run all season and today. So we have to see what time this is. Again, 149.21 is the time to beat for D1. Pinkerton is coming up, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Thomas. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, it's really going to be close. They did it. 149.10. Pinkerton 150-155, Winnicunnet 153.81, Portsmouth 154.89, Londonderry 157.27, and Exeter 159.09. So Janelle Thomas, 4
events.
4 D1 leading times today.
Well, that's 40 points right there for Nashua North going in.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty good. Thomas had a hand in 4 different state leads now. I believe they're state leads. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at D2, but pretty sure they're state leads, not necessarily only D1 leads. So that'll be a heck of an interview for you, Davio. But yeah, it looks like that's gonna do for the girls. And then we're gonna move on over to the boys 4x2s. Heck of a way to end it for the girls' side. Now we got 2 teams, Newmarket and Keene, for this first heat. Keene's going to be leading this one, followed by Newmarket. A little bit of a mishap there.
Good to know when I try to use picture.
Oh, did you?
So Keene still leading the way ahead of Newmarket. I believe this might be Crowell for Keene. So Keene finishes it under 140, 138.51, followed by Newmarket, 145.53. And now on to the final race of the day. Final heat of the boys 4x2. We have Londonderry, Portsmouth, Pinkerton, Co-Brown, Nashua North, and Winnicunnet. And it looks like these are all 4x160 times, so I don't...
Would that put Keene 138.51?
138.51.
That must have moved them up quite a bit.
I would think so. Double check here. So in D1, that 4x2 time of 138 moves them up. What was the specific one? 138.51? That moves them up to 7th.
7th?
Yep.
So that's good.
Yeah.
It's a good jump up.
Yep. South has a 133.88. They ran that last week here.
Oh.
So this track is meant for those the fast 4x2 for sure. So we'll see if any of these teams can do it. We've seen a lot of new D1 leaders, so. See if that pattern can continue. Again, 133 is pretty tough to beat.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
See what we get out of here.
All right, this heat's off. We'll look to see who can take this one.
Pinkerton is rolling right now.
Yeah, Pinkerton is breaking up that stagger on the curve. They're looking really good.
Well,
Let's see if the handoffs.
We'll get to see Morrison again finish up.
Yep, so it's good handoff for Pinkerton. North kind of slipped up there. They were in second. Now they've backed up into third. So Co-Brown's currently in second. I haven't taken a look at D2 for Co-Brown. Do that right now. Pinkerton still in the lead, followed by Co-Brown, then Londonderry, then North, then Winnicunnet.
That was a great handoff from Pinkerton.
Oyster.
Really efficient. And they just strided out on everyone after that handoff.
Wow, Pinkerton's.
And they got Morrison to close, so.
Yeah, this will be. Morrison's gotten some new D1 times himself today. Wow.
Nice handoff. Wow, that was a good handoff.
That's the best you can get.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That is the best you can get. That is textbook right there from Pinkerton. And that's the best time for it with Morrison. Yeah, we're going to see something pretty darn close to a state leading time. That was 133 low. Again, 133.8 is the D1.
You don't get any lower
leading.
than that
I mean,
for 133
flat.
Yeah,
that's
133 low. You don't get
yeah,
any
so
lower.
Another D1 leader right there, 133 flat. North, 137.58. Brown, 137.97.
That was handoff right there.
Yeah,
boy.
the handoff did it.
It was perfect.
It saved you that right
If
there.
I was French, I'd say parfait très bien.
Winnicunnet, 144.47. I think that's going to close it out for the results, I guess. I think. We'll wait this moment. I mean, I didn't see Portsmouth in there, but. Oh, there we go. Londonderry was second. That's what I thought. 136.65. Yep, so that's going to do it for me here at PEA. And that'll do it for us at New Hampshire Track and Field until state champs.
State championship. Yep.
Yeah, we're done here till then. So thank you all for joining us. You see us there on camera. Thank you, Ben.
Absolutely.
And
that's what I do.
yeah, so this is New Hampshire Track and Field, powered by Runners Alley, sponsored by Marathon Sports and Arthur Thomas Properties. We'll say so long here at PEA.
See ya.
See you at the state champs.
8th and 9th.
Yeah,
February.
8th and 9th. Back-to-back days. Good action there. So thank you all for joining us. So long here.